By the end of this video, you will have the exact 5-step playbook for building a profitable personal brand on Twitter from scratch. I can tell you right now, most people are completely lost when it comes to making money on Twitter. I'm constantly hopping on calls with people who use strategies like, 50 comments a day or just post value. These strategies are completely dead in 2026. On the other hand, after we put my 5-step method in place for him, our client Alex Landings added $400,000 in 90 days to his business. Another client, Dylan, hit 700,000 impressions in 70 days. Today, I'm giving that exact playbook away to you, starting with step 1. Now, the first step in building a profitable personal brand on Twitter is to develop your philosophy. This step is crucial, so internalize this. The reason most personal brand accounts go nowhere is not bad content. It's just the fact that they sound like everyone else on Twitter. Because everyone else on Twitter already claims they're good at what they do. They already give free value, like they already have case studies. And Twitter is a very competitive market. So if you want to make money, you have to stand out. If you can't answer why someone should follow you specifically, you've already lost. If you want to win, you need to have an ownable philosophy. And this is a lens that filters everything you post. To help you better understand this, let me give you an example. Dan Koe has one of the biggest accounts in online business right now, lifestyle, MMO, etc. And this isn't because he's special. Dan built his brand by attaching his content to concepts like life purpose and freedom and escaping the 9-to-5. Everything he makes runs through that single lens. And he isn't just selling you a course, he's inspiring you to do your life's work. By the way, if you're interested in reading his book, it's pretty shit. Can't lie, it's very, very long, but his course is pretty good. If you want to develop your online philosophy, you have to do 2 things. Number 1, start with your passion. Think of something you genuinely love and you're genuinely interested in. Now, I'm personally not a big fan of this whole follow your passion or whatever shit to build your brand. I think a lot of people say it to try to sell you a course on escaping the 9-to-5 or making money doing what you love. But in the context of building a personal brand in B2B, this is one of the crucial things you will need. Because if you don't enjoy creating your content, then other people will not enjoy it as well. So your content has to be something that you're passionate about, something that you like. For Dan, this is purpose and freedom. For you, it might be strategy, art, or competition. Step number 2 is to choose something profitable. Connect that passion to a topic that already has demand and an audience. And Dan chose entrepreneurship. You might choose virality, marketing, crypto, or web design, whatever it may be. This is the thing that connects your passions, your love for specific topics, your personality, to making money. So combine them. Passion plus a profitable topic is your distinguishing angle. Let's say your passion is AI, innovation, and technology. And your profitable topic, which is something that you're good at and you could go deeper into, is polymarket trading. Your distinguishing angle and the thing you can make your product about could be to teach people how they can use AI to predict and profit from real-world events on Polymarket. Take some time to come up with your own distinguishing angle. It is what makes people pay attention to you. Most people think the hard part is coming up with content ideas, but the actual hard part is coming up with an angle that makes people care about the ideas that you have. Now, let me be clear. This step applies to you even if you're a super successful founder or business owner, and if you're just starting out as well. Because I know people with super successful businesses that try to go onto Twitter and try to just share value or share their stories, but it doesn't pop because everyone has a story of when they failed on their business. Everyone has a story of, an employee doing something. Everyone has the same story. What you need to do is you need to connect your story, your experience, to a profitable topic and your passion. These things make your distinguishing angle, and they make people want to follow you instead of the next guy. Everything in the next 4 steps is what my agency does for clients every single day. We like to turn our clients' unique angles into content that prints them money. If you're a founder and you want to build a personal brand on Twitter and you want us to do the same thing for you so you start making money and get viral, book a call in the description right now. If you're doing it yourself, you need to understand the biggest mistake in personal branding before you start writing tweets. Step number 2 is to dumb your ideas down. You are an expert, but your audience is not. I promise you, people on Twitter are way dumber than you think. If you have a buddy who, for example, is really into organic marketing and you want him to start posting on Twitter so you learn and people can see his content, and then one of the first posts he makes is just about CPMs and shit like that, not a lot of people know what that means. So if you want to target the masses, which is what you need to do if you want to start going viral on Twitter, you need to take what you're good at and dumb it down for people on a simple level. And even if you're talking to experts, real like founders, operators, experts, you will still have to do this because these people don't like using these terms and they don't like when shit gets complicated. They go on Twitter to brain fart. So if you can dumb your ideas, dumb your speech down for them, you will make money and people will care about your content. The biggest mistake people make when building a personal brand is confusing intelligence with influence because they are not the same thing. You can have the most sophisticated and interesting idea in your niche and still get no traction because People just don't care. Understand that Twitter rewards accessibility and not sophistication. Your job is to write your ideas in a way that both target your audience, your ideal audience, and a complete stranger, so that they both understand what you're talking about and they both can engage. And don't hit me with that bullshit about how you only want to connect or create content for high value people. I promise you, they're not reading your tweets. I promise you that. They will only read your tweets if you have traction. Only way you get traction is if you start dumbing your ideas down and start targeting people that are on a high level, but using content that can connect with people on a low level as well. So here's how you dumb down your ideas. First of all, you make a list of your best ideas and frameworks, maybe systems or stuff that you use in your own business and life. You pick the complex ones and then you simplify your complex ideas so a complete stranger can understand them. For each idea, ask yourself, what is one line of this idea that a 16-year-old and a 40-year-old CEO would both want to read and would understand? Let me give you an example. To succeed in business, you must understand fundamental offer economics. So that is a sophisticated idea. To dumb it down, you have to say, if you want to get as rich as possible, as fast as possible, you need to learn what people want. If someone who knows nothing about your niche could read your idea and immediately understand it, you did your job right. After you dumb yourself down, there's still one thing you must do if you want to scale quickly. And most people are scared to do it. Be controversial. Most people don't grow on Twitter because they're safe and they're boring. They post things everyone agrees with, and you do not want to be that guy, no matter what. When everyone agrees with you, nobody talks about you because you are forgettable. It's confirmation bias. You will not hear a lick of value that person gives you unless it directly goes against what you already believe. You need a vocal minority of people who actively disagree with you or even hate you. That friction is what drives growth. Now let's talk about Kung Fu Panda, yin and yang. You cannot have love without hate. You cannot have a lot of followers without a lot of haters. If people are not actively commenting under your posts and reposting to disagree, you have no motion, and that is just the truth. This is how to be controversial on Twitter. Quote tweet people you disagree with, take sides in arguments, state your position and your beliefs clearly, and do not back down. If you want to grow, you need to stop trying to be PG and accessible for everyone. Start putting your real opinions out there. If you hate broke people, say you hate broke people. If you hate a certain agency and you want to shade them, just talk about them. Just say shit to get people mad. Now you might be wondering, how can I get away with pissing people off all the time? I'll teach you this in step 4. Build aura. Let's imagine you do everything we've talked about up to this point. You have your unique angle, you dumb it down, you start controversy. Without aura, you're an annoying rage baiter, you start fights and then back out, and no one likes you. With aura, you're willing to say what other people won't, you have a unique life philosophy, and people want to learn from you. So what does aura mean? Aura is the swagger you get from learning new things, having unique experiences, and developing your worldview. Auraful people have tons of viral ideas, like myself. Another thing we can add here is just being really fucking good at what you do. If you're great at your job, your business, your life, period, then people will respect you. This is how to build aura. Push yourself. Bite off more than you can chew. Develop street smarts. Understand people. Take risks. And just do shit other people won't. This is how you build confidence and get stories that are worth being told. Read a shit ton. Read books with timeless knowledge. These books will give you unique concepts and ideas. So some examples of books you can read would be biographies of leaders. I would suggest the David Goggins biography, Can't Hurt Me, and its sequel, Never Finished. Those 2 books are just amazing. You will learn so much from him. Classical fiction, my suggestion is The Great Gatsby. Very, very good book. Ancient and modern history. For this, you can head to the Library of Stoicism, check out Meditations, check out Seneca's letters, etc. So an example of someone with aura on Twitter would be Brute de Force. This guy, he's a little bit corny, but I love him. He got his aura by gambling all of his money, competing as an athlete, and starting companies. He leverages his stories and life lessons to build his audience on Twitter. I don't think he's been around since like December. Hope he comes back. I want to see some more posts just shitting on people, shitting on these fucking gurus and just broke people. I love this guy. He's a little corny, but I love him. Ask yourself this honestly. Do I have the experience, the knowledge, and the authority to stand out in my space? Do I have the aura? If the answer is no, go and fucking build it. Take some time every week to go outside your comfort zone. Over time, you'll find that you have more unique ideas that you can then share with the world. This applies for people making a fuck ton of money too. All my life, I know guys doing like $2 million a month and they don't do anything. They have no experiences or stories worth telling. You don't want to be that guy. You want to be making a shit ton of money. You want to have a good personal brand and you want to have aura. You want to have stories that you can share. This also applies for me. I make it a rule not to sign clients who don't tell me their stories, who don't have a lot of aura, and people who don't have life experiences and lessons that I can personally leverage to make better content for them. Aurelius only works with people who are cool and have aura and make money. And this is the final step. Once you have ideas, the last piece of the puzzle is to extract them and turn them into content. Let me explain how we do this at Aurelius. You have your angle, you know how to make it land, you're willing to be controversial, and you have the aura and the authority to back it up. The last step is execution. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I'm going to give you the Aurelius method. This is how my agency extracts the best ideas, frameworks, and insights from every personal brand client so we scale their brand up even more. Number one, we scrape everything. I swear to God, if you come work with us and you have a podcast or you have a YouTube channel, I will personally scrape and watch every single YouTube video so I know exactly who you are. From the media we use, we identify core ideas. Once we have a library of your content, we find the common ideas that appear across all of it. With that foundation, we map out the client's tone, personality, and the recurring talking points. From here, we write 3 types of posts. And if you're interested in learning more about these types of tweets, I have a video explaining more of that, so you can check it out up here or like here. It's somewhere like a little eye icon. First of all, we create unique mechanism posts explaining their expertise and putting a system and a name to it. Second, we do rage bait posts and quote tweets. Our goal is to start viral arguments and put our opinions down on the internet so that people know what we believe. And third, we have aura posts. We make our clients look powerful and esoteric. Now, these aura posts can be good stories, good experiences, just flexes of all the stuff you're doing. These also work as rage bait posts if you're good at what you do. You might be asking, but what if I don't have any content? If you don't have any pre-existing content, you just have to do it differently. Write everything. Write what you believe, write what you have learned, write what you've built, write what you failed at, everything. Just get on a camera, get on a video, and yap about it. Don't worry about whether it's good or not. Just get it out. The ideas are only in your head. Your only job right now is to get them going onto a page so you can see what you actually have in mind. What we get our clients to do is just to record a video or send a long voice message of their experiences, their beliefs, and their story, so we know exactly who we're working for and how we can help scale them. So quick recap, this is what you do next. Number 1, develop your angle. Number 2, dumb it down so everyone understands. Number 3, be controversial. Number 4, build aura and show off your aura. And number 5 is to execute. This is the entire playbook for building a profitable personal brand on Twitter that actually earns you influence. This is what the Aurelius team does for clients who want to build influence on Twitter without spending months figuring it out themselves. We develop their angle, build them influence, and make them money with viral Twitter content. If you want that done for you, the link to book a call is in the description. We'll have a conversation about whether it makes sense for your business, and then you can decide from there. Anyways, I'm posting videos like this every single week, so hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Your editor, put this in the video. I'm gonna give you a kiss. Put that in the video, editor. Make sure that's in the video. If it's not, I'm gonna be pissed off.